Hola, minasan! Welcome back for another round of Skibidi Toilet Research. Grasimov released not just only part 3 of episode 79, but put in the full episode, compiled them all together. If I had known he was going to do like that, I would have waited instead of going one part at a time. And because this is probably the method that Grasimov is going to go with, I'm gonna wait out until the full episode is released, rather than going through all the parts. Because now that means I have to watch the previous 2 parts. Hopefully, there's new footage that if I remember them, and be able to cover it. So I probably might have some scenes that I might not have find interesting. From parts 1 and 2. Saying other scenes that I might have wanted to speak about, but couldn't do it. Well, we'll see. So you'll find links to Grasimov's channel, the Boom, down in the links below, in the descriptions below. I don't know why I said links. The links is going to be in the description below. I think I'm losing it. That's the Skibidi Toilet talking. Get your notes ready for my post-research thoughts and 3 scenes of interest. This is called action, comment, like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification button, and let us begin the research. What are the prime directives? Wow, that's very freakish. I forgot how freakish that was. The Skibidi language. Uh-oh.
You will perish from hands of your own.
Unlimited power! And then this is when the attack happens, right? Get over there. Man, they're getting more and more powered up, the Alliance. Here they come.
Looks like they don't want to settle. They ruined my fit.
He's coming out in flames.
Kill them all.
Yep. So crazy how far this whole entire series. Okay, that was funny. They're aura farming. Let's climb the tree.
Well done, King. Yeah, good one, Mike.
Yeah, they are. The Astros. Duchess. Like, you see that she's got a shield up.
Fools. You have no idea who's coming.
Just like that. Dang. Just look at them go. Whoa, we got a frame rate drop here. Wait, oh, did we change POV or something? Okay, that's a very big sword. Also, did the frame rate drop on me or something? Or is this something that's happened to you guys? On your end as well? Because that was very weird. I believe at that point when the Titan showed up, that's when it cut off. You know, it hit a cliffhanger. So I think I'm looking at new footage right now. And I think that's if that is the new footage, it's kind of throwing me off with the that the frame rate dropped all of a sudden. So I don't know if this is some kind of transition issue or if that's a POV change. I'm not sure what happened. It's very weird. It's very weird that this frame rate dropped all of a sudden. Also, that's a very big sword. Dang, he's on fire.
Choke your grief. Cosmos hears no cries. Only power speaks.
Yep. Here's part 2. Here it is. And then from his POV, that's when he starts killing people and getting all these weird flashbacks. In fact, we should try and keep an eye out to see if they're that shadow. Make their line of sight before they destroy themselves. Scarf TV man. Just none but destruction everywhere. And he's. Yeah, let's see. Where's the shadow that
It was always my fault.
and the cameraman shoots herself? Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I don't see the shadow anywhere. There's the comment section pointed out. Yeah, it was supposed to be around this scene.
Keep freezing. I'll get this thing.
Mafia toilet. Yeah, now that they all can talk, Duchess. Now that they all can talk, we're now getting all their names officially. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool seeing the Duchess fight.
Come on, kill us. None of you will avoid the wrath of our boss. You will stop at nothing. Not even you, Colonel. We will get back what's ours.
We shall see.
Huh. Michael Jackson took a blast in the face.
Bastards, I will kill you all.
And then we get into the base here. Yeah, it's pretty scary. He just ripped off a whole mountain. I was playing Alien Isolation, so whenever I ran, the stride was always like this. So seeing him striding like that seems perfectly normal. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, that's the other Astros. It's who is that on the right? I never know. I didn't catch that one. On the first viewing. That TV. Is he TV Titan? No, not TV Titan. Another TV man who got maybe captured by the you know, like what happened to the Titans, to the Titan, and got turned into an Astro. Trying to make heads or tails of it. It's kind of or he's probably with the Alliance. I might be mistaken. Yeah. Okay, he's with the Alliance. Man, we got the teleport, right? Yeah. Polycephalus.
Idiot. You are all important to me.
WAD. Is that an acronym? go. Part 3. Ooh. Oh, nice. Holly took that one out. No. Oh, the hunter may escape. Oh. Man, this is bad for the Alliance. Oh.
Either they can't shoot, or it was a deliberate miss. I don't sense any enemies around. Cowards would detect any spies.
But we're the spy. It's not spies. It's bigger man. Our POV.
Must be more tracking devices. Find them all.
Cool. We got a little mission here. Seriously, this needs to be an arcade game. This is really cool.
Is it all?
Oh, on his back.
Let's get out of here.
Wow. Yo, Watt is crazy. Dude. Praising Lana. Jeffrey. Wow. That ain't no scratch. Huh? Oh, what's it from? Oh, is he disoriented from the attack? All that fuzziness, the camera offline? TSM. Too many acronyms here. It's driving me a little nuts here. What's coming out? Yeah, that was pretty uh pretty sad, honestly. Like the alliance is losing hard. This was some Empire Strikes Back levels of chaos in this episode 79, and man, a lot of characters just went out hard, and dang, what are they gonna? But they have TSM, and again, the acronyms are driving me nuts. Because I completely forgot what the acronyms mean. I'm sure somebody will scream at me in the comments. Please do. But nevertheless, watching the alliance starting to fail and crumble and fall apart, but still manage to regroup is good. Is very good. Strong storytelling there. Strong writing. You know, we don't want the alliance, the big alliance now with the toilet, the Skibidi toilets, to be all depressing and everything. We want them to be able to regroup and get ready to kick butt and everything, you know. And I gotta say, it's very sad watching some of the characters that we had started following go. It's like we're losing everybody, quite honestly. You know, like everybody's going out. Who's left? You know, it's like who's left from since the beginning of this whole series. Uh, I can't even keep track of it because it's just so many of them. But one thing I can't keep track of is my first scene of interest, and that is the Duchess. She mentions Cosmos again. She mentions Cosmos in this part here. I gotta say, it's pretty funny watching her, sit all like all cool and everything. You know what I mean? Just cross her leg, rest on the knee, and be like, "Oh, you really think you could beat me?" And it's cool seeing her get into action. I enjoyed seeing that the first time around, and I joined it again because we get to see exactly what type of power um, she has. Most importantly, we get to see that she's hands on. She's not some mustache twirling villain, but sends the minions out, all the time, and then comes back angry when the minions die. We get to see, what level of power she can display and everything, and it's always good to have your big bads do that. You know what I'm saying? Although she clearly is not the big bad at this point. Cosmos clearly has become the big bad. So now she's capable of joining the fray instead of just holding back and just sitting at the helm. You know what I mean? A good villain, what I'm saying, like your good leader villain, your good villain leader should always be as hands-on as possible. Not all the time, but it's kind of dumb when you have them just falling back and then they're just killing off the minions. Like how you say, Austin Powers covered that in spades. The minions were sent out. Dr. Evil just sat there and then be like presses the button, sends them all to their doom for failure. I know it's all a joke. A very good example is Hans Gruber. Hans Gruber is like top tier, S tier villain. He's very hands on. He keeps everyone cool. He doesn't kill his minions when they fail. He takes the initiatives, and he's very good at delegating everything. That's the way a villain should operate. When you write your villains out, that's the way they should be. They should be able to delegate, step in when necessary, when the plan goes wrong. Always have a fallback plan and keep a cool head about it. Sometimes you get these villains that don't, that are not written like that, and they end up doing very dumb things and carry idiot balls to make and end up making. You think the hero is being smart, but the hero's not really smart. It's that the villain was poorly written and found itself carrying the idiot ball, which is bad writing. You really do not want that to happen at all, because that would be pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to err on the side of caution with that. Now, my second scene of interest, and I had brought this up. But I want to try to see if I can make heads or tails of this. That is the slow frame rate. It was around this point where the frame rate dropped very hard, and I'm wondering if that was because our POV speaker man got shocked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got hit with the THX sound and the red beam, and then all of a sudden it looked like this was a new scene. I'm assuming it was a new scene because if I remember correctly, it ended with just him showing up, and then it cliffhanger in part two. No, sorry, part one. I'm sorry, part one, when it cliffhanger, it was just him arriving. So we ended up getting what looks like new footage, but then the frame rate dropped. So I'm wondering if that was because of our POV speaker man that happened and had a profound effect. And it's very important because then story wise, because if that's part of the story, then that's a big awareness to have regarding the toolkit with the Astros, that they've now got new tech that can slow the lines down. They can slow down the cameramen, the speakermen, and so on. Well, since we're always following the cameraman POV no matter what, we're gonna have that type of experience, and we know that bad things are gonna happen because he wielded a very large sword. He wielded a very large sword, but I'm very interested if this was an artistic choice or if this was something that was accidental. If it's accidental, I would recommend. I would suggest to Gerasimov to examine that, explore it, see if that's something that could be used as a good storytelling device. Because it really did throw me off, and I'm not saying, and I'm just confused as to whether it was an artistic choice. Now, if it was an artistic choice, that's very interesting, because that's a whole new element. You know, if it was by accident, well, either fix it or adapt it. Fix it or adapt it. It's got to be it's got to be solved in some way, shape, or form. But either way, it's got me like wondering why that had happened. I'm sure somebody will explain it, but it was pretty weird. You know what I'm saying? It was just way too weird. So now we go to my final scene of interest, because now we hit part 3. And that is the losing battle. As I said before, it really felt like Empire Strikes Back. Everybody is dying. Everybody, they jump twice, and turn out that they're being tracked. Polly noticed it, and they found all the tracking devices, especially the one attached to Polly, and they got rid of it, and were able to escape finally and not be followed. The Astros have gotten a lot more smarter by doing that, and made the teleportation very weak at this point. It used to be a very, very strong mechanism they had on their side to be able to vanish, and then the Skibidi Toilets were able to duplicate that. And now the Astros have figured out a way, because they don't have to do the black smoke teleportation. They're super fast. They'll just hyperspeed to wherever it needs to be, and so they basically changed the game up. And in doing so, they've been able to drive the Alliance back and put them in a very losing position. But it seems like they got TSM, which again, the acronyms. Jeez, man. I mean, I don't want to run through my 50 notes here to figure out what TSM means. So please remind me down below, and feel free to scream at me for forgetting it. Ultimately, the alliance, the big alliance with the Skibidi Toilets, is officially falling apart, and this is the part of the story where you've now hit the low point, and the only direction you can go is up. I don't know how much longer Gerasimov is intending to go with this, but you can't go to this. You can't constantly keep going, low, then high, and then low again. At some point, the final climactic battle has to happen, and we have to have a satisfactory victory. It's pretty obvious from being a writer that the Alliance is going to win. And about the Skibidi Toilets, we don't know what's going to happen with them. But in terms of the Astros, we know the Astros are going to end up losing. We just don't know how it's going to be done. You know what I'm saying? How Grosmoff's going to go about it. But at some point, he's got to start shifting from the low point. If you ever look up them storytelling graphs, they always have like the like a little roller coaster looking thing. So we're at the low point in that roller coaster, so it's time to go up to the climax. You can't keep your audience down in this area with the low point, the Alliance losing at every corner, because then you're gonna leave your audience seeing the Alliance as really, really weak and really, really crappy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not as powerful as they come off. Yes, the Astros is very powerful, but at some point, so hopefully TSM at this point will shift and start. It doesn't have to be a fast ascension to the climax, but the climax needs to start climbing up now. We've been far too long in the low point, and it's going to end up becoming bad writing if you don't shift the low point to the climax. No more going to high point, low point, high point, low point. At some point, you gotta end it. If you drag it out too long, people are gonna get bored. Because eventually you're going to find yourself rehashing the same thing over and over again. Oh, the Alliance pushed back. They destroyed a few things. Oh, the Astros found a whole bunch of bases, blow them up, and chase them out like Empire Strikes Back. Oh, they got a whole new weapon. They pushed back on the Astros. Oh, now the Astros flipped the reverse Uno card and destroyed a couple of more and brought us back to the low point. This can't go on forever. At some point, there's got to be a climax and a conclusion. If only to end the Astro arc and then the Skibidi Toilets and the Alliance goes back to fighting each other or something like that. We know that if I remember correctly, in Grosmoff's run, it's supposed to be some kind of curable thing, like the humans being turned into Skibidi Toilets. It's supposed to be some kind of cure or something. I think I might be wrong. Maybe I should not have said that. Oh well, we'll see what happens. But yeah. I hope this doesn't get dragged out unnecessarily. It's time to go up, ascend up to the climax and resolve this, or else it's gonna get boring. Action can get very boring if all you keep having is nothing but low points and high points and nothing gets resolved. We don't get the climax, so be careful with that. Writers out there, be very careful with that. All right. So head on over to Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com and grab yourself a copy of The Impossible Man, strange fantasy novel written by me. You'll find links to my novel in the description down below, along with links to other merchandise, pins, stickers, t-shirts, music. Enjoy the products. Thank you for your patronage. And if you happen to have a copy of The Impossible Man Into the Lore video on the book, thank you very much. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on it. And if you're interested, you can join me in my live multi-stream on Twitch and Kick every Monday through Thursday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I do lore research, Japanese cultural studies, gaming, and more. I look forward to hanging out with you. So, until the next round of Skibidi Toilet research, thank you all for joining me, and I wish you all a good night. Buenas noches, and oisu midasai.